the heat of competition, we are ready for a new season of Miss Pursuit Party. Welcome everyone to Season 3, where we start off with a new event, Archery. It was pretty self-explanatory. See all the scoring there. I recommend pausing here to see how many points every block gives. Firstly, this is a team event, as the Trident Hunters, the defending champions, will go up first. It is cumulative between all 4 of your team members, and whichever block you hit is the score you get. So the turn start with, I believe, a 5. If you land between 2 blocks, you get the average, and that's a bullseye for the second one. Really good third one as well, and really a 4th on the Trident Hunters set a great benchmark as the defending champions. So I believe that was a 5 to start off. If you land between 2 blocks, it takes the average from the both of them, and it's a bullseye for the second one. I believe it might be a 7 for the third. The fourth one was a 6, so 26. A great benchmark for the Tridents to start off. Let's see how the rest of the teams will stack up to that. Turning Taxis will be next. Team that got second place last season went on a great run in the second half. And it was really consistent. Let's see, the first one not as good, I believe a 4 that is. And these last two also not that good, but they ended up with a bullseye. That saves the run. It was definitely not as good as the Tridents though. See, the second and third one were definitely off the mark, but I believe that was like a 3.5 and a 2.5. And then it's an 8 for a total of 18. Not a bad total, but a far cry from what the Trident Hunters just put down. The Fantastics will be our third round. They got a great third place overall last season as a rookie team. Also a very consistent season. They start off with a 4. That's not too bad, but oh, the second round goes way off. Oh, this is not a great run at all for the Fantastics. 4 there, which isn't too bad, but then it's only a 2.5, and then I think that might be a 4.5 and a 3, and that is what it is. A poor run from the Fantastics is not good. It's the morning meal time. Will go up next. The team that went on a miracle run to grab that 4th auto qualification spot last season, but a bad start for them here. And so it keeps going. Oh, the third one will miss the mark entirely. The fourth one salvages a bit with a bullseye. But that is a terrible run for morning mealtime. Started with a 4, just like the Fantastics, but then only got worse. I believe a 2.5 and a complete miss there by the third moment. And then another 4, 10.5. That is a pretty dreadful run by morning mealtime. They are not going to be happy about that. This flag tax will go up next. Team that won the qualifiers. They were very good. Let's see how this event goes for them. And they start well with, I believe, a 6. Second one is a bullseye. Great one there where the third one veers off. But the fourth one might be another bullseye. This is a great run for the flag attacks. See 6 there. And then a great second one. The third one veered off a bit. But the fourth one did covered very well. Let's see what it is. Second place. 25 for the flag attacks. They do come just 1 point short of the trainer. So that third one was pretty decisive. But it's a great run for the flag attacks nonetheless. Charter Sellers will go up next. They also did very well in the qualifiers. Let's see how they fare here. That's not a great start. The second and third come down, and they both just kind of, whenever everyone puts it into the green, that's not going to be a great run for the Charter Sellers. Very consistent, but not the kind of consistency that they wanted perhaps. All of them in like the 3.5-ish range. And it will be a 14.5, a very mediocre run for the Charter Sellers. That is second to last so far. The Doorknobs will go up next. The Season 1 champions made it back into the main league here. Hoping to make mark here. They start with, I believe, another 4. 2 4s to start off. But a great third one and a pretty solid fourth one as well. So the Doorknobs should have a pretty decent run here. No real bad ones. A 3.5 and a 4. I'm not sure if that's a 6 or a 7, that third marble. It is a 6 and then a 5 for a 19. Decent run by the Doorknobs. Down to the halfway mark, we got the B-Roots, one of 3 new teams that qualified this season. The B-Roots had a great qualifiers, hoping to carry that success over into the main league. And the second marble does really well. I believe that might be a 7. But the third marble misses, just like we saw in Morning Mutant. The last one is good. The other ones were really costly. The first one was whatever. And the third one was good. I believe it was a 6 or a 7. And the final one, it was definitely a 6. 15.5. That really could have been much better if they just had the third marble score any points. But you see halfway down the Trident Hunters and flag attacks hold the top 2. A pretty dominant top 2 here. Morning Mutant in last. They not getting off to a good start here. As the Azure Army kicks out the second half. Azure Army back from missing out on Season 2. There are 4 teams like that. And oh, that was a disaster there. The second one impacts the first one. The third one as well. And the fourth one, that might just be a bullseye. It was a really good run all around, except for that second marble. It gets blocked by their teammate. And the Azure Army definitely could have had much more up their alley there. And it's a 6, and then I think that's going to be a 7. 21 is actually a really solid run. I think what they could have gone if not for the second marble, but the Azure Army will take that for a return to the main league. Now the Mantis Melodies. Another new team. They managed to qualify. Let's see how they fare. And they start off well. I believe 2 6s. As the other ones go, it's not a good one. Oh, it's all falling apart. Second 2 marbles don't do very well for the Mantis Melodies. So this is probably going to be a middle of the pack run. I think a 2.5 and a 1.5. Pretty poor there. 16 is still not as bad as I thought. They're definitely not challenging for the top here. The Firefighters now. Perfect attendance. Image Pursuit Party. Never failed to qualify yet. Let's see how they go. 6 to start off. That's good. And then I believe a 7 and an 8. This is going to be a great run for the Firefighters. The final one does veer off to the near side a bit, but it is a good run for the Firefighters, who typically are one of the worst teams in the league in strength events. So this is very good to see for them. The third one was definitely a bullseye. I'm not sure if the second one was a 6 or a 7. The last one is only a 4. 24. They don't quite touch the top 2, but they go into the podium for now. Great performance by the Firefighters. Well, the Perseverance now also coming back in the main league after sitting out last season. They qualified this time. And they are also one of the worst teams in the league in team events, so its hopes are not that high, and they're certainly still not exceeding any of them. That was, I believe, they got nothing higher than a 4 there. 3.5 to start off. That might be one of the weakest ones today. Oh, that's a 2. That is not good. And the final one also a 4. 13.5. That is second to last for the Present Paradise. That is not good. But there is still time left. As the Veins of Valiance go now. Also a team with perfect attendance. Had a scare on the qualifiers, but they just clutched it in the last event. But the first marble is not great. Second one was good though. That's a 6, and I believe there might have been a 5 and another 6. So a solid run for the Veins of Valiance here. I don't think it'll challenge for the top, but it should be a decent run. See, there are 6. I think that's a 4 actually. And then they ended off with another 6. 19.5. A pretty solid run for Veins of Valiance. They go into 5th. That's a guaranteed top half for them. The Perilous Pancakes will go next. Another one of those teams that missed out last season is coming back here. They have a lot to live up to after the poor season 1. And this first marble was poor. Second marble a bit better, but the third one, I believe only a 4. And this last marble had to avoid their teammate. They succeeded in doing that, but in doing so was forced to veer off to the near side. The Perilous Pancakes kind of sabotaged themselves there, and it's not going to be a great run. We have a 4, a 5, then a 3, and a 2, so 13.5 is only 12th place for them. Perilous Pancakes are not having a great start to the season. The Mystic Mom is now our final new team to be here. They're off. It's a 3.5 there to start off, and I believe another one there, but they get a bullseye for the third one. Was the final marble do? Oh no! That was a disaster! At least the Perilous Pancakes final marble could still avoid their team. This final Mystic Mama's marble just straight up smacks into the teammate, being unable to get any points. And the line looked pretty good as well. That's definitely some wasted points for the Mystic Mamas there. And only 15 puts them in 10th, so a middle of the pack start for the Mystic Mamas, and that really could have been a lot better. But our final round will be Team Submarine. Can they unseek our defending champions who have helped the lead the entire way through? Team Submarine are debutants in the main league, but they aren't quite rookies. They failed to qualify last season, which is all they got until now, and the third marble misses. Oh, this is looking like a disaster for Team Submarine. Perhaps having to adjust to the main league a bit, because this is awful. A 2, a 3. Third marble was just way off. Could not do anything. And the final marble is also a 3. That might be the worst one of today. It is dead last for Team Submarine. A rough start to the season for them. But there's a long time to go, so they can definitely still face this. But the Trident Hunters, defending champions, unmatched. They start the league on top. They have done it again. It is unbelievable what this team could do. Flying Attacks will come in second, and the Firefighters in third. That's great for these two teams to finish middle of the pack last season. They will definitely enjoy this podium. Thank you for watching. Congratulations to the podium finishers. Obviously, the stats will just reflect what the event results were. The Azure Army just missed out on the podium in the face of Allies, Dornos, turn tactics. Men's Belties ran out the top half. All the new teams started right next to each other. But thank you for watching and keep on spinning.